What's up, beautiful people? Another day, another study. Ultra processed food intake accounts for approximately 60% of total energy intake in U.S. adults. Ultra processed food addiction is not currently recognized as a disorder. However, previous studies indicate that the prevalence in adults here in the U.S. may be around 14% based upon the Yale Food Addiction Scale. We do know that higher intake of ultra processed food is associated with worse mental and physical health conditions. However, the NOVA criteria used to classify ultra processed foods has some issues. For example, like whey protein is an ultra processed food. However, it's associated with improvements in body composition and other metabolic health markers. This study assessed the rate of ultra processed food addiction of cohort of adults 50 or older. Overall rates of ultra processed food addiction were 12.4%, with women having higher rates than men. Women also reported higher levels of specific symptoms such as greater cravings, inability to reduce intake, and greater impairment and distress. Adults between 50 and 64 actually had higher rates, almost double than adults 65 to 80. And the authors hypothesized this was basically when the younger adults became adults, that's when the proliferation of ultra processed food happened and their habits changed. Ultra processed food addiction was associated with lower perceived physical, mental, and social well-being across both genders in this study. However, there's significant limitations. This is a cross-sectional study, so it's only a snapshot in time. Longitudinal studies need to be done where these things are frequently measured over time. The physical, social, and mental well-being was a one-item survey. So one question. There needs to be more robust surveys done, and there was a lack of assessment of diet quality. So I think something is probably here, but I'm going to look for more research in this area, especially longitudinal studies and studies that control for diet intake before I'm willing to stamp a flag on ultra processed food addiction is a unique entity or a subset of overall food addiction.